Back to the A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
I'm trying to get my E minor. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah. Okay,
yeah, good. I'm memorizing it, so that's why my brain is back to trying.
And do you remember the names of all those chords? You know the difference between the major sevens and the minor sevens, and
I
which
do
are which?
now. Yeah,
okay.
I do now. Well, you have them written.
Yeah.
So major.
But
seven.
as you're playing them there, I want to make sure you're thinking of that. You're seeing that as
A major seven,
yeah.
and then B minor seven,
good.
and C sharp minor seven, and F sharp major or minor.
Okay, that's so.
Minor seven.
Yeah, but do you see why? Because it's more resembling which kind of E chord, major or minor?
So it's, well, minor, because minor is that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that,
yeah. Good.
Minor chord, yeah. And then the D is where, you know, I have to mess around a little bit to get there. It's...
Oh, Susannah. Right. Good.
Oops, is it this?
Yeah.
I'm trying to memorize it.
Good.
It
Good.
slowed me down.
Yeah.
But when I see, the reason I want to memorize it is because I was slopping around trying to find it while I was looking here, trying to find the chords up there.
Yeah.
You know. So I do both.
Good.
I'll go back and look at it and then just try and find these things without looking at them. And then go back to memorizing it and watching what I'm doing.
Yeah. So, make sure you're always thinking of the names of the chords as you're playing them. So
Okay.
make sure that's always like fresh in your head, and you know, and without looking at this.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So, so this song's in what key?
What key?
Yeah.
A.
Yeah.
Minor.
Why would you guess that?
Because it started with A minor.
No, it started with what?
A major. Well, it actually started with A major 7, so it's A.
Yeah. Okay. So the notes in an A scale would be what? What's the key signature for A?
D, A, D, and E, right?
Okay. So what are those?
The first, the fourth, and the fifth.
So those are the major chords, in the
that.
key. Okay.
So that makes.
Yeah. And what's chord? What are the rest of these chords? Like what?
So B, maybe. So why is it the second? I forgot what that is. That's not like diminished or, let me think.
That's where we're talking about 1, 4, and 5 are the major ones.
Right.
And minor ones fall on the other steps,
Right.
except 7.
2, 3, and 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So without looking at this, in the key of, well, so in the key of A,
Right.
the second note of the scale is what?
B.
So the second chord in the key
So it'd have to be a B minor.
is B minor, and
Right.
that's a chord we saw in here.
Yeah.
So when it goes to B minor, it's just going, it's simply going to chord number 2.
Right. Got it.
Okay. What would chord number 3 be?
Oh, C, and then, but that would need to be a C minor too, right?
So did we play any C minors in here?
No.
Why not?
We played a C sharp.
Okay.
Is that minor? Wait, no, let me look at it.
Okay.
It was a minor. C sharp minor.
Yeah. And we're actually playing sevenths on all of these, right? We're playing, so we're not playing triads on any of these chords.
Got it.
Which is what gives us this more jazzy sound of the song.
Right.
Okay. So we're using 4-note chords on every one, but they're still based on a major or a minor triad.
Got it. So they could be a seventh and a minor. They could be a seventh and a major.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Now wait, if it was a minor 7, does that have to do with the flatting or the not
It has to
flatting
do
of
with
the
both of those things. So
Okay.
in a minor triad,
you
have the flatted third,
You would flat
and then in a minor 7th chord,
yeah.
you have the flatted third and the flatted
The
7th.
Right.
The
That's
same
what I'm
way, the
saying.
same 7th that you have if the chord's just called 7.
Right.
So if we called the chord D7,
Right. It's still flat.
the 7th is flatted.
Right.
And the only difference though then between D7 and D minor 7,
Would be that the third would be flat.
right? They have the same 7th.
Third, yeah. They have the same 7th.
If
yeah.
we want the 7th to not be flatted, but if we want it to be
Major.
Then we have to call the chord major 7.
And then that makes it not flat.
That right gets rid of the flat on the 7th.
Right. So you have to write it out as major 7.
Yeah.
So you know the difference. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we could also have a chord that had a flatted 3rd and the major 7th.
Flatted 3rd and major 7th. I mean, okay. So the non-flatted. So then is that called a diminished chord?
No, diminished and augmented have to do with the 5th getting changed.
Oh, the 5th. Okay.
So they don't
that's
deal with
right.
the 3rd
It is
or the
5th.
7th.
Let me see. So just D minor 7.
So D minor 7 would have a flatted 7th in it as well.
Okay.
So
how do you do minor major?
That's what I just asked you. Wait. Oh, you just hit it. You hit it on the head. That's what you call it.
I have a minor major.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
I haven't ever seen it written out.
It's the least common of
good.
of the 4 types of 7th chords.
Okay.
Okay. Apparently he sees something we don't. Pot sticker.
Having a little psycho moment.
Yeah, I guess so. Too much catnip for breakfast, buddy? Okay.